considering what took place in the first test? I mean, what are the areas that New Zealand needs to improve for the second one? I mean, is there any area that you are working on?
Look, I actually think it was a really good test match, and for the most part of it, it was very evenly contested as well. I thought that there was just some small moments that probably changed the course of the test a little bit. We probably should have got more run in terms of that first innings and the lead from the position we were in. And then the second session, I think it was, of the third day where we didn't take a wicket. I mean, 𝗦𝗨𝗕𝗦𝗪𝗓 and 𝗦𝗓𝗓𝗕𝗦𝗓 batted very well, but we were maybe just a little bit slow to adjust and adapt in that situation. So, but I thought it was really evenly contested. Both teams were right in it all the way, and on the whole, I think it was a really good spectacle.
Is there any possibility that you will be there making any changes for the second test match? I mean, we're looking at what took place.
Yeah, look, I haven't been out to have a look at the pitch yet, but I expect it to be something similar. But we'll have a look at the pitch tomorrow morning before we finalise our final 11.
Okay, when you announced the squad for this 6th test tour, one against Bangladesh, 3 against India and Sri Lanka, and it was said that team is not going to play in all 6 test matches. So any chance for the tomorrow's one?
No, Tim will play tomorrow.
Gary, obviously you played the first test match without a warm-up game, and the test match in India got washed out as well. How satisfying is it to see the way the New Zealand team fought it out there, going into the game without that much practice in these conditions?
Yeah, look, we never want to lose test matches. You go into all of them, and there was disappointment in our dressing room at the end of that match, but it could have gone a different way as well, and we were probably one partnership with the bat, and maybe just sneaking a wicket a little bit earlier when Sri Lanka got some partnerships together of the match looking different as well. So I think it's dangerous to make wholesale changes when things are so close as well. And yeah, look, I mean, for us, every day we come here, we just try and get a little bit better in what we're doing, and these conditions here are very foreign to us. They're very, very different to what we get in New Zealand. So it's about adapting and changing just slightly to the game plans. But look, on the whole, I thought the batting unit played well for the most part. It was very, very difficult conditions on that last day in particular, or in the second to last day, and for us to still be in with a chance, I think was admirable.
How important is it to score big in the first innings? At one stage, New Zealand looked like at 295, we looked like good enough to get a lead of 100 runs or so. How important is it to post a big total in the first innings?
Yeah, I think when the pitch can change quite quickly, and we saw it, I think, from being relatively good off the straight areas to then spinning quite a bit on that fourth day, that conditions can change very quickly. So I think every run you get in the first innings is very important. And making sure you can post that large total means it's just less runs you have to score in the second.
𝗦𝗨𝗕𝗦𝗪𝗓, you looked so good. I mean, arguably from nearly pulled off 100 as well.
Yeah, look, I mean, he played beautifully. I think Rachin still struggled early in his innings, both innings, just to find his way. But once he did, he committed to that and played beautifully. I mean, he's certainly made a fist of international cricket in all formats since he's come in, and we're delighted that he's in our side.
Gary, coming to the subcontinent, I mean, you know that it's been oriented all the wickets. So what is why is it that teams always throw with 2 fast bowlers and they don't really bowl the number of overs which they only do in other countries? So I mean, is that you need to play 2 fast bowlers on your standard procedure, or you can't play extra spinner instead of fast bowler because it hardly doesn't work in that entire match? Yeah, look, I mean, for us, I think both of our bowlers still, pace bowlers bowl between 30 and 35 overs across the test match.
it's tough when you're trying to balance it up, because I think if you put too many spin bowlers in as well, then they don't necessarily get the bowling that they need, and so it's a fine line. Pace bowlers can't bowl forever, we know, but we're pretty excited around the way that 𝗦𝗨𝗕𝗦𝗖𝗥𝗜𝗕𝗘 went in this test match as well, and he certainly got some life out of that wicket that other pace bowlers didn't quite seem to get the same. So that's exciting for us and exciting for Will, that he's learning so fast so early in his career. But I think you're always trying to select a team, but also understand that the role of the pace bowlers here in Sri Lanka is different to what it is back home, and we would go into most conditions back home selecting 4 pace bowlers and perhaps only 1 spinner or a couple of part-time spinners, depending on what the surface is like. So that's the, I guess, biggest change for us is adapting to that.
Gary, nowadays, I mean, especially in the subcontinent, when the ball gets older, even the spinners prefer for the new ball. Can you tell us why?
I think it's just the sharpness of the movement that happens with the harder new ball. Spinners will, when the ball gets softer, it doesn't quite do it as quickly, so the batsman just has that little bit more time to adjust. So yeah, that's certainly one of the real differences that we see in New Zealand, where we rely on swing and seam bowling, especially with a new ball. So you don't often see a spinner take a new ball in New Zealand, whereas here you're often seeing spin from both ends. So that's where it is very different.
What does New Zealand have to do if they have to win this test match?
Look, I mean, you just play each session as it comes, but we have to be that little bit better than Sri Lanka, and they're very, very good in their conditions. But I think we've got a squad in there that are really determined to make sure that we come away from this series with some World Test Championship points. And for us, it's about playing each ball. It's about trying to win sessions and then placing Sri Lanka under pressure for long enough periods that they make mistakes. So. But they're very good as well, and they deserve to be on the World Test Championship table that they are. So we're certainly not coming in here lightly at all. We go out there expecting to play our best cricket, and I'm sure we'll be better for the run that we had last week as well.
All right, thanks very much, everyone. Cheers.